Hello everyone, I am beyond happy to say that this is my 100th video. Yeah, 7 months and 100 videos have pretty much flown by, and I will have a nice and a little bit of emotional message with some shoutouts towards the end of this video, but for now let's talk about the summer box office. July was a pretty disappointing month. I gotta say, July really made me feel bad in terms of box office gross. First off, on July 3rd, basically the Independence Day weekend, you had The Lone Ranger and Despicable Me 2, which came out. The Lone Ranger had a budget of $225 million, probably more with marketing, and the box office gross worldwide is currently $164 million. It's pretty much happening as it did with John Carter, where it'll barely break even by the end of it. I don't think The Lone Ranger even will. I don't get it with Disney. They have their hits are massive hits, but their failures are also not particularly great. Despicable Me 2 came out, and it pretty much robbed every other film at the box office for a couple of weeks consistently. $76 million budget, $661 million worldwide in just under a month, about 4 weeks, and that is a phenomenal gross, one of the highest grossing films of the year so far, currently at number 3. Then we have Grown Ups 2. Grown Ups 2 went up against Pacific Rim, and unfortunately, Grown Ups 2 won on the fucking opening weekend. Fuck. Man, Grown Ups 2 made about $40 million plus on its opening weekend with an $80 million budget, which is a pretty extravagant budget for a comedy like this. And worldwide, though, it's made $116 million so far. The thing is, it is not at all doing well overseas. It's made over $100 million in North America and just about $15 million in other countries. And the overseas gross is where I think Pacific Rim is really benefiting. Pacific Rim's budget is estimated around $190 million. Could be more. I'd expect it to be a lot more. And in about 3 weeks, I'd say it's already made $224 million worldwide. That's a pretty big number, and it has the potential to cross over 300, maybe even close to $350 million by the end of it. It hasn't yet made $100 million in the US, but it's doing extremely well overseas. It opened to 38 million, and it still has to open in China, which is a pretty big market, so if you really want a Pacific Rim sequel, it could be out. You never know. Then you had, on the July 17th weekend, Turbo. Turbo is a DreamWorks animation film. I just found out that Wally Pfister was a visual consultant for this, which is pretty cool. Haven't seen the film, though. Made $98 million worldwide so far, which for an animated film is kind of disappointing considering the budget of $135 million. Yeah, it's kind of weird that this hasn't done as well as some people, including myself, thought it would. At the end of the day, when it comes to animation, they tend to do really well. I just heard nothing about the movie until it actually came out. There was no effort in the marketing, at least to me. It didn't reach me, so in my personal opinion, there was not much marketing going on. Speaking of not much marketing, the next two films really proved that. Red 2 came out on July 19th, $84 million budget, box office, $52 million worldwide. Take a look at the prequel, Red. Red made $200 million. Red 2 is barely going to make $100 million. So it probably will, maybe 110 at best. Still disappointing gross, but the most disappointing gross of July, and perhaps even the summer, r.i.p.d. Wow. $130 million budget. It's currently at $38 million worldwide, and I don't see it going anywhere beyond 50. Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges just did not attract people to the theater as much as The Conjuring did. The Conjuring is a horror film. $98 million worldwide off a $20 million budget in under 2 weeks. That is a brilliant number. And it opened to $41 million, which is a pretty big number as well. Horror films, they tend to do well, but the fact is, the hype and the reviews for The Conjuring were so great, I'm dying to check it out. I probably will very soon. The following weekend had just one big movie coming out, and that is the Wolverine, the July 26th weekend, that is, of course. Budget, 120 million in about 5 days worldwide. It's 150, and that's a pretty solid number, although its opening weekend was only 55 million after an expected 65 to 70 million. So yes, it is a tad bit disappointing. End of the day, I enjoyed the Wolverine. I think it deserves to gross more. Could close out at anywhere between 320 to even 400 is still a possibility. Now, the film hasn't released yet, but you have the Smurfs 2 coming out July 31st, and the fact is that the first Smurfs movie made so much money, over $500 million. I suspect that, yes, I don't think this will outgross the first one. I think it'll make about $480 million. That's just a random prediction, but let's see how accurate I am. Now, let's take a look at the top 10 of the year so far. G.I. Joe Retaliation still hanging in there. Star Trek Into Darkness hit $450 million, and World War Z is close to $500 million. Monsters University has made a whopping total of $577 million, soon to outgross Monsters Inc. Man of Steel is creeping up on $650 million, while Despicable Me screwed every other film this year by reaching $661 already. Fast and Furious 6 made $741 million this year, but Iron Man 3, it's still on top, $1.2 billion. That's the summer box office, and, well, more importantly, that is Season 3. Season 3 was fun to do. I gotta say, I did improve in certain places, but I felt I rushed my videos a lot, I felt that in June, some of the work I did, and with my This Is the End review, Man of Steel review, The Hangover Part 3 review, I was proud of those reviews. I think after a while, I started to rush my videos a little bit, which left me a little disappointed. So Season 4, the upgrades, there are going to be some more, in fact. There's going to be better editing and better sound quality, of course. The fact is that I'm really starting to take this seriously. I have 230 subscribers, some of which I have to thank. 3 people that I gotta say who are consistent YouTubers on their way to YouTube fame: William Nunn, Terrence Page, and Cobster Reviews, also known as Christian Revalkaba. These 3 guys, they're devoted, they're big fans of film. I gotta say I love them. Also some other reviewers who I've kept in touch with, such as CNA Films and Animation, that are still doing a great job. A new reviewer I got to check out recently named Cameron Chang. He's pretty cool. Check him out as well. Some people that have been commenting so much, and I want to tell you something, guys. Just because I don't comment on your videos all the time, I'm really bogged down with a lot of things right now, but that does not mean I don't watch and appreciate what you do. Michael105951, check him out. He's a great YouTuber. I hope I got the number right. BEJJZ Productions, or Z Productions, 2011. Nintendo Freak, 2009, Critics M Guy, 2009. He has a lot of accounts. He keeps commenting. I just love hearing from him. If I've missed out your name, I extremely, from the bottom of my heart, apologize. But the fact is that I care about each and every one of you 230 people. You guys make this worth doing, and Season 4 is gonna be amazing. Believe me. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now, because it is gonna be phenomenal shit. Yeah. Thing is, my videos may come out a little less frequently, but that's because I'm putting more of an effort into them, and soon enough I'll be able to catch up and figure out how to do a better quality review in lesser time, and you're gonna see a lot more of me, guys. Believe me, I'm gonna be here for a while. Season 4, yeah, Season 5. I'm gonna do 2 seasons till the end of the year. If progress is good, I'm gonna, just keep on doing this because I love it. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. And expect more, motherfucker. Season 4. The countdown begins now.